What's going on, Star? To everybody out there, like I always say, I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna keep this sort of short, sort of short. So I saw the 5 minute, and we have a winner, FOMO. Top of the morning, top of the day, top of the top of the greatness. What's going on, brother? Listen, FOMO, congrats. I see you found your lane, or you working on your content, and congrats on the subs, man. Seriously, like long time coming. It's well deserved, for real. Hard work pays off, man. Hard work, determination pays off, man. That you, yeah, yeah. You gotta, you gotta donate first, man. You gotta donate. You gotta donate. You gotta sacrifice, man, in order to get the Big Apple joy. You sacrifice the token, you stake it, and you get the dividends. You know. And I appreciate how you added that as an outro in your recent, not your recent, but like your stream the other night. That's cool, man. That was cool, man. Appreciate that, yo. Yeah. 40K. Wow. Wow. That's what's up. I mean, look, I wasn't surprised. I'm surprised, but in a great, like, in a way where that it happened in one night for you. But I'm not surprised because that's something that you anybody with any type of sense can see that you got that. That's what you do. Like from the first time I caught you on the tube, listen, man, you got the skills to do it. Your personality fits right in. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, seriously. Look, just don't give up. Don't give up. 40,000 streams. Well, let that be the benchmark and may continue to go higher and higher and higher, man. Seriously, man. Just don't stop if this is what you want to do. Told you you're natural, man. For real. But this stream is about nothing, nothing at all. I'm not gonna keep everybody, I know everybody got things to do and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cortez Rice arrested in yo. Actually, it was watching a couple of your streams that sort of whoa, man, like that the whole thing with the Walker gentleman, Jalen Walker, and Ohio, all these things, CERN the other day or whatever, all the you because I don't watch the news. I do not watch the news. Dr. Richard, top of the day. What's going on? I don't watch the mainstream news. It's not because, I don't want to remain attuned to current affairs. It's because I don't want to remain attuned to current affairs from the mainstream because they just have a bad habit of spitting illusions at us and a bunch of lies and propaganda that drive me crazy. Like when I used to watch the news, wake up to the news, look, my morning would be wrecked. My stomach, you know what I'm saying? I'm like pissed off because I'm going outside because I heard nothing but just bad news, you know? Or at night before going to sleep, 30 minutes of news, 20 minutes of death, of misery. Like I don't want to hear that and then go to sleep feeling ill and nasty. That's why, man, and it hasn't changed. But it's good to be, kept abreast of current affairs, and that's why your streams that was powerful. At least catching the restreams. You know what I'm saying? Catching the restreams on your channel. I was like, wow, this is what's going on. Just crazy. That's crazy. You remember those days? You remember those days when one thing I gotta tell y'all too, I don't know how to multitask very well. You know what I'm saying? Look. I'm learning this stuff as we go along. You know what I'm saying? I remember those days you and I were making content about it. But yeah, man, we make yeah, man. Look, we got to keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep on grinding. And look, like the bear market, as far as crypto, we were going through what we were going through in the bear market, like this, but still handling our handle, doing what we have to do. You're just doing what we have to do. And it shouldn't be any different now, you know? It shouldn't be any different now. In fact, we should have learned a couple things, in the last bear so that we can just take advantage of it now. Take advantage. But a lot of rhetoric that we hear, let me see, a lot of rhetoric that we hear so far about dollar cost averaging and stuff like that. That information is not for us. It's for new people who are coming in to crypto who just don't know. They're wide-eyed. They just are unaware of even investing in general. They don't know what DCA and they don't even understand really what FOMO really is. You know what I'm saying? That's just new. It's for the new folks, the new audience, the new people. It's not like we're better. We've had our feet in the mud for a minute. When you were stressing too long. Yeah, man. Like, I mean, we look, things are just different right now. Things are different and still kind of like weird and scary. You know what I'm saying? Things are weird and scary. That's why I understand the whole kumbaya with crypto. If you made it in crypto and you bubbling and you caked up, hey, you on that kumbaya type of vibe. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on that type of vibe right now. I don't know if I'll ever be on no kumbaya type of vibe because I know one thing. When I'm fortunate enough to make a little scratch extra than the scratch that I do get, if I make a little bit of scratch, it just basically emphasizes who I am. You know what I'm saying? Grumpy and loud. You know what I mean? That's all. So if I if I stick it out in crypto, all I'm gonna be is even more loud and grumpy. So I'm gonna just chill. It's not gonna, oh Kuma, all is good. And no. I'm not gonna become an illusionist and believe, oh, yo, got this big bag. And then everyone around me is struggling. Nah, bruh. Like and you got the big bag. What are you gonna do? Move to somewhere where other people got big bags? That don't mean they're gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean they're gonna like you. You gotta deal with other stresses. Oh, you that new money. I, I want to know what that feels like. Let a person, let a MFer tell me I'm new money. That's a compliment. New money. Oh man, for real, I'm new. Oh, thank you. Seriously. I want to know what that's like. You know, I want to know what that feels like. Oh, look at them over there. Look at them. Uh, raise the pinky, scoff at me, and say I'm new money. Thank you, thank you. I want to know what that feels like. You know what I mean? And not only new money, but understand how to preserve that new money and let that new money multiply. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. That's where we should be at. You know, and then in the community, yo, hashtag new money. I'm saying, new money, hashtag new money, and crypto is gonna get us there because I don't think anything is gonna happen to the new money, right? Well, to the dollar in a immediate future. I don't think anything is gonna happen. People say, "Oh, Bitcoin up," almost on accident in front of me. People say, I'm outdoors and whatnot, whatever. People say the Bitcoin is going to supplant and replace the US dollar. Did you catch? Oh, wait. Let me finish that thought. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. It's going to take a while, but that's my opinion. Who cares? But that interview, well, dollar going, okay, dollar going bye-bye. So check this out. The dollar's going to go bye-bye, right? All right. Is that dollar going to go bye-bye in our lifetime? Or is it not going to go bye-bye? Or maybe it's going to go bye-bye maybe 2 generations after us. You know what I'm saying? Is it really going to is it going to go bye-bye? Are we going to allow people or entities who are stateless statesmen, right, become prophetic in their declaring of allowing the dollar to go bye-bye? Are we going to allow this? Are the governments of the world, is this really going to happen in our lifetime? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about individuals who have just as much, if not more, power than governments. Are they, like, folks have their own agenda. People have to appease their own innate need and want to be altruistic. These terms, moral altruism, idealism, right? These terms that billionaires espouse and toss at each other, and they play this elitist type of mental, intellectual type of jousting when it's all about power. Give me mine. You know, one for you, one for me. Two for you, one, two for me. Three for you, one, two, three for me. Or is the dollar really? I don't know, man. I don't know. And that's the type of questions that many people don't ask and don't care about, because today, milk costs X amount of dollars more than what you have to pay. You know what I'm saying? You buying all kinds of stuff that you need, but you're paying more for it. Folks are not. We just worried about some bear market, when pulse chain, and all this other stuff. But in real life too, because sometimes to me that whole pulse chain, the crypto thing, is like an escape. It's an escape, but then you still get caught up in. You find yourself, you didn't escape anything. You just everything is highlighted even more, like emphasized even more, because you're like, damn, crypto is reminding me how I need to become this new money. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this ain't it. Markets are shit right now. Excuse my language. It's crap. you know Markets is crap, man. Petrodollar done. Wow. I mean, I get it. The United States is acting real wrecked right now, though, man. Acting real wrecked. And where I'm at, I'm in a blue state. Wrecked, wrecked, Rizeked, wrecked. Oh my goodness, man. This is just terrible. I'm telling you. I don't know if we're gonna see that in our lifetime, though, man. I don't know. You know. Yeah, crypto is definitely an escape, man. It's an escape temporarily. Temporarily. So what's gonna replace petrodollar? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna replace it? How many currencies does a person need to be satisfied? Maybe that's a subjective question. You know what I'm saying? How many different types of coins and currency? Because how many different coins do we use today to just fulfill our obligations and be the petrodollar? Use that petrodollar. These terms too, petro. You know, you know. This guy got on the Fox Business. Richard got on Fox Business, and the interviewer Charles Payne, I think his name is. I might be butchering it. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't crazy about the. I liked what Richard said. Most of what he said was cool. But when the guy came out with telling the man, "Oh, what was this spam? You were known as a spam killer." Like, what's the narrative? What's up with this, man? Like, the man was known as a spam killer. Why do you own most of these tokens? And this is something that's not. The spam killer narrative was shut down real quick when Richard explained, look, man, 20 years ago, I had to pay a $500 fine, couldn't afford a lawyer. I had to do this petty, petty, petty. That's all it was, petty, stupid. The guy was like, oh. Look, you're asking a successful crypto person on your show and you're talking to him about some spam killer. You're trying to defame him. You're trying to embarrass him. You're trying to humiliate him. And that whole talk, that whole narrative, that whole feel, that vibe, out the window with that. But that's what Richard is always surrounded by. People who pretend they want to interview him and really like kind of like at the same time humiliate him in front of the world. Even though it was a good look overall, it was a good look. But yo, come on, man, you talking about some OA. That's why he had to say, hey, but Vitalik is always dumping on the heads of Ethereum holders, always selling, dumping, chain link, doing the same. A lot of people just do this on a regular. This is not just Richard. And Richard didn't even sell anything. He, first of all, doesn't even claim the OA. And the OA hasn't sold a token since Hex has been working, launched. Weirdo. And then the guy says from Fox Business, he's learning. He's trying to learn. If you learning, man, then shut the. Yo, I don't understand people, man. And then the whole thing was just maybe 5 minutes long. Maybe 5 minutes. You're talking about life change, all this stuff, but then these segments is, I'm like, man, the guy couldn't even get his bars off. He couldn't even get his bars off. It was just battle rap terminology of what I'm talking about. But like Richard couldn't even really get off like he needed to. But shout out to Richard though, because he tried. But listen, I I don't know, man. I don't know. We talk about onboarding a lot. On board. Reach out to other communities, and other communities don't want to hear nothing. Yo, CBDC. Well, check this. Other communities don't want to hear anything, man. Other communities, you got your ADA, you got your XRP, you got your Stellar Lumens, you got Tron, you got everything else. They don't want to hear nothing. VeChain, etc., etc. They don't want to hear nothing about some Hex. They've been around longer. They don't want to hear nothing about. What I don't understand. If you're on board, if we need an onboard, then we gotta possibly think outside of crypto, outside regular life. Like I try to like talk seriously, like in my travels and what I do, have conversations with people in the community where I reside or wherever I go. If it comes up, I'll strike a conversation. Hey, what do you know about crypto? The first thing people tell me, especially now, before it was different, but now they talk to me about Shiba. They talk to me about Doge, and I cringe. I'll like, ew. I'll just straight up cringe, and then I'll talk about things that they should possibly look into. In addition to Shiba Inu and Doge, I'll tell them, listen, take a look at this yield interest bearing crypto called Hex. What are we doing? Check it out. This is what it did. Never mind the colors, because that's another thing. Some people had looked at me and they looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, "What is this, yo?" And I'm like, "Listen, forget about all that. Forget about that. Look at the math. Forget about the colors, the logo. Forget about all. Look at the math. Look at the math. Look at the numbers." Some people don't even want to look at charts. It's about show them the money. Show them the money. You know, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time for many of us, for many people, not many of us, but many people to think like how we do. Look at how long it took for us to get to where we are right now. You think somebody who you onboard today is going to have a tenth of the knowledge or the experience that you have in crypto? Absolutely not. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a long time, right? And that's regular world. That's why I'm not even reaching out to no damn Ada Cardano. I don't care. They know about Hex. If Rich, you got BitBoy coddling Richard's gonads right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Benoit Chinese ball, Benoit ball. You know, that's what BitBoy is doing to Richard right now. You know what I'm saying? BitBoy, like for real, person with a million plus followers on YouTube and whatever. Maybe I don't know. Well, you know, you don't think other communities, other founders, other so-called thought leaders know about Hex? They don't. They don't care. They do not care. They care about what they have going on, and that's it. We've seen it. We've seen it, and that's the crypto community. That's why I'm talking about appealing outside of the crypto community. Outside of the crypto community, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I kind of feel corny too, like, cause I used to do that, like in the early, you know, Amway, Primerica, Amway, network marketing, multi-level marketing. Cringe. I feel like I was never successful in those things. That's why I learned a long time ago that is not my forte. You know what I'm saying? No. And that's how I feel like of what's going on right now with this onboarding business and talking to people. It's weird. It's weird. I just try to do it and contribute different ways. Even though I do talk and I have onboarded, but I'm not like every day going to hit the pavement with my easel and a dry erase board, and I'm just like, hey guys, I'm on the corner and talking. No, I'm not. No, you know what I'm saying? Got my megaphone and my amplifier. I'm on the block talking about, yo, take a look at. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. There's a lot of weird stuff going on too, man. A lot of weird stuff, man. A lot of weird stuff. People got to keep their, like the kids say, keep their heads on a swivel. Um, not take anything for granted. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, and understand your purchasing power, your value, the value that's within you that you want to see help you attain generational wealth. The value has always been within us. We just agree to have it exchanged and transferred externally away from us to make us feel like we have something going on. But the power that we look in all this stuff with crypto and money and property and real estate and whatever precious metal, blah blah blah, that's really something that's already within us, man. It's already within us. But we all had to agree to allow all this crazy stuff to take place and make people feel whole. Madness, y'all. This is just it's another level of I don't know what. I don't know what to call it. You know, they don't want to hear anything. Cults, not yeah, it's true. They don't. They don't want to hear. No, look, there's folks in Hex don't want to hear anything outside of Hex. There are people in Hex who don't want to hear anything outside of Hex. So imagine when you're talking about onboarding, you have that type of, stumbling block to face. Other communities are so fixed on whatever they got going on. They're so narrow minded, closed minded to whatever they got going on. And then you find Hexicans doing the same thing too. You find Hexicans doing the same thing that's been done to the Hex community. You know what I mean? Richard Hart is going to be competing. He's competing against himself, right? He's creating his own ticker symbols that are going to compete among themselves. Like he's competing against himself with Pulse, whenever that comes out, Pulse X, whenever that comes out. Then you have Hex on Pulse. He's going to be competing with Hex on Ethereum. He's competing against himself. But at least he was able to open his scope and say, "Oh, wait a minute, Ethereum is doing the flim flam on everybody. You're gonna make a copy." And that's another thing. I've said this before. Like people, a lot of things in crypto is just new iterations of what was once before. A lot of things are just updated, newer versions of Bitcoin. Look at Dash. Do your research. I'm not going there right now. Ethereum, look, Pulse Chain, a better version of Ethereum. Ethereum, stronger network, hasn't had any inflation bugs, which I find crazy. That whole inflation bug narrative. I never hear not one Bitcoin maximalist talk about those occurrences that took place on the blockchain, how it got rolled back. And to be honest with you, has it really been fixed? Is it solved? But no, you let them tell it. Bitcoin is the most secure network in the world. It has the strongest, has the most network effects, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Meanwhile, twice, the chain had to be rolled back. And these things are not talked about among those crazy people over there. And I say that with whatever, because they don't accept anything else outside of BTC, which is a travesty. Because if Richard kept that same attitude, Hex wouldn't be what it is today. Hex wouldn't be a thing, you know? And we want to model. Look, man, I'm not a founder of anything. But I see a lot of people in the Hex community who don't support each other. They don't. They really don't. You know? Chris Crypto, top of the day to you. Top of the day. I see a lot of people, and look, man, and I've said this before. You got Trevon James, who been in crypto for years, man, longer than many of these cats. Yeah, he had his own interesting experiences, and he's known for he's mostly known for his exposure and to BitConnect and whatever that. Meanwhile, so many other people have also been victimized and got scammed by BitConnect. But because Trevon had the courage and the strength and the willingness to not give up and reinvent himself over and over and over and over again, and then even create his own token air project. Yeah, it modeled Hourglass, whatever. But the man used to do streams with Richard in the beginning, live streams. These other cats criticize Trevon because of his whatever, his style, his whatever. I don't know what the man launched or is in the process, even in the process. Another project launched in his ecosystem and is quiet. Like these so-called people who've been in Hex the longest don't give him any respect. Meanwhile, they know him. He's like one of the more famous people for, I don't know if it's all for the right reasons, but he's one of the more popular people in crypto. At one point, he had a channel over 100K Over 100K subs, more than Richard at the time. You know what I'm saying? Craig Grant. You know what I'm saying? Like OG, and that are still Hexicans to this day. I don't know if Craig is, but Javon is still doing his thing for his own community. A lot of people can't say they have their own project that's been working for years. They don't support him. Stunner Breezy. And look, I was critical about Trevon because I didn't like some of the way he was, like he would market certain things, but that didn't take anything away from his skills. Like he's able to grab the attention and be innovative and creative more than so many people that I've ever seen in crypto. The man created crypto. What you remember crypto weather? A simple show, completely entertaining that he stopped doing, but he reinvented himself again. And has helped put money in people's pockets. The same with Stunner Breezy. What he called himself one time? Malcolm Hex. But gets no love in the Hex community because he decided to continue to do what he does to build his own community, build his own craft, and bless the people. With his experience and his crypto. That's the difference too. Trevon used to do giveaways, used to give away Bitcoin, used to give away, he used to not even donate, just give away during his streams. Used to give. In order to receive, you need to give, right? Law of reciprocity. This is what these guys used to do. But they're not celebrated today because they talk about other things. Stunner Breezy likes drip. He became successful, but he was in Hex and still is in Hex. But if you don't talk about just Hex, you ain't shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What we doing? Come on, man. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Guys with valuable information, valuable experience that could teach people the do's and don'ts and things to be aware of is not celebrated. It's not. But then you have people who just turn on a camera and 2 months later they got thousands of subs, right? And after a period of time, they win the confidence of the people. Charming, persuasive, and they could come out with their own thing, and it's like, oh yeah, sure. Oh, you got sacrifice? Oh sure. Throwing all kinds of crypto at that sacrifice, and they don't get the feedback. They don't get the negative backlash or the attack to the magnitude that these guys have gotten. They're like shunned. Trey and Stunner. They're like shunned. They don't care though, as they shouldn't. They shouldn't have to care. Because like Stunner always says, crypto's a solo sport. I'm not here to be liked either. I'm not here to be celebrated, join this group, that clique. I don't do none of that. But I appreciate day ones. And day ones know who they are. Day ones recognize who they are. And whatever travels within this YouTube crypto space, people know who's who. And I don't need anybody's cosign, right? Just like you don't need anybody's real cosign if you speak on your truth and you stand on your truth. And that's what it's about. That's exactly what it's about. Dollar Cost Crypto is somebody who I didn't know of until I started watching some streamers from Hex. He's another gentleman. Talks about whatever you want to talk about. If it's Hex, it's something else. If it's another coin, it's that, and respect, and very entertaining. Dude, very entertaining. That's why I can't listen to everybody who talks about the same thing. I can't listen to everybody, especially the ones that just single narrow mind. I'm not. Yo, listen, man, that propaganda. Listen, man, you're not gonna MK Ultra me. You know what I mean? with that rhetoric, because everything is just bigger than what we understand. It's bigger than what we know. Seriously, Provo, what's up, man? What's going on? Wanaguan Star. Yeah, man, you too. Look, man, I gotta make a move, man. Let me see if I could just drive and talk. I don't know how to multitask very well. That's why I have to like I'm a man of a certain age, and that's why I sound like I'm yelling. Because if I don't if I see struggling, man of a certain age. One thing at a time, one foot in front of the other. We don't move backwards. We move forward like elephants. You know what I mean? Progress. That's what it's about. Nothing but progress. Hang on one second. Oh crap. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we're gonna do the best of it. All right. We're in these streets. Oh crap. All right. We off. That's it, man. That's it. All right, we're in these streets. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I'm gonna talk like I'm crazy, like I always do. It is what it is. Um. So yeah, man. And then another thing, BitBoy Crypto. What's the turn? What? You know, I notice how now he's just all about appreciating Richard and how he loves Richard and how Richard is the best thing in crypto, sliced bread. But dude, you didn't even put your community onto Pulse Chain. You know what happened? He didn't even put his people onto Pulse Chain. And I'm tired of talking about these so-called YouTube crypto content creators that act like they got our best interests in their minds, man. They got their best interests in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? Tired of giving them light. I'm tired of giving them light. I'm driving and I'm in the like I try to psych myself out. I try to psych myself out because the nature of what I do, I have to meet people who are mentally ill, and most of them live in the hood. And sometimes when you're not, they live in the hood, right? And sometimes when I'm in motion and I'm doing what I'm doing, I don't see certain things. In other words, I don't see like the conditions of the communities because I've been in the whole thing like throughout the whole time, like pandemic, no vacation, nothing, just working, right? And so when I do take like let's say a day off, because I haven't taken a vacation in years. So when I have a day off and I'm like, I go around, maybe I might pass around a certain community where, a client or two of mine may reside. It's it's depressing, man. It's depressing. And these people live like this every day. I'm no different. I grew up in that. Like everywhere you look at is hardship. There's hardship. The cracks in the sidewalk represent cracks in your soul. You know what I mean? Like it's so heavy on your spirit. And so you got to take care of yourself. Like because I don't go home with the drama that I encounter on a day to day. I don't take it home. And I learned that from experience. In the beginning, I was like in my career, yeah, I had to. It wasn't easy, man. It wasn't easy because you processing shit like in different capacity. You know what I'm saying? Finding kids, man, like babies. You know what I'm saying? Like 13 years old, living in a crib. You know what I mean? Like crazy shit like that. 4 babies in this building, 4 of them. They're sleeping on top of a carpet, and the carpet is covering a bunch of crap. Like these hoarders just kept their kids on top of these whatever they had under the carpet. Like you could tell it was just unopened boxes and furniture, and the babies were laying on top of a gray carpet, and mice were nibbling on their faces. Like stuff like that does something to you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's why I come I already know. Like as far as PTSD, yeah, it's real. But it's real. PTSD, and then I don't not really a quiet. I used to be quiet alone for a while, but then after a while, after just understanding how things go and the experiences I've had, I became a little bit. Some people say just traumatized. You know what I'm saying? Just traumatized, man. Loud for no reason, but hey, my culture, my parents' culture, they speak real loud, aggressive. You swear they're fighting, but dudes is just having conversation and laughing and all. But it's loud. It's like blah 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 blah. It's like barbershop talk everywhere, So, but like I'm driving around and I'm tired of doing this, man. That's why I look at crypto like as a way out, to have clients that push people on the train tracks. You know what I'm saying? And they're not necessarily doing time because they lost their mind. They have a mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Like clients that just stab people because they heard voices. You know what I mean? Like, and you got to rock and roll with them. You have to be out there with these level 3 sex offenders that, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I see things from a certain perspective. So a lot of these candy, like for certain people don't know. They have no idea how real it is out here, man. They have no idea. They have no idea. Sorry, I can't look at the chat right now because I'm driving and my multitask game is subpar. You have no idea, man. You got people that shop in discount stores. They used to be dollar stores. They're not dollar stores anymore. They're shopping in these used to be 1.9, Dollar Tree stores, and they're fighting. They're fighting in the store over certain goods. You're fighting. It's like fighting in damn near a pantry. Like this is, and you're in the city, living in the city, living in the city. Kids on scooters. Kids on scooters. Going to different neighborhoods, clapping them up. Like not clapping, hand clap. I'm talking gun clap on scooters. Grubhub, DoorDash, them scooters, they're popular here now. I mean, they've been popular, but folks are just going in masked up because, they got the mask game. Good reason to conceal their criminal activity and grills. And shooting each other. No matter what time of day, it doesn't even matter. Ridiculous. 4th of July came and went, of course. And I always tell my kids, no, like, oh, fireworks, no fireworks. All right? Because you know why? Not because it's illegal where I'm at, but because people sneak. You hear a bunch of boom booms, right? You hear a bunch of boom boom booms. You hear a bunch of that. And then they sneak in the real boom 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 among all the other boom boom booms that you hear. So no, we're not doing fireworks. No, we're not. We're not. And people got shot throughout the city. Like, what are we doing? The United States is wrecked, man. Like especially this blue state right here, man. New York, wrecked, 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 terrible. In the slums, bumming the slums, and then in many cases, the people in the slums, bless their hearts, are the happiest. There's a lot of us that that try to get out of the slums. We stress ourselves out, stressed out. These motherfuckers over here are just as happy as a pig in shit. Like, they got the lawn chairs out on the sidewalk, barbecue grill outside a tenement building on the sidewalk. You know what I mean? Lawn chairs, hookah game crazy, smoking hookah. This is the tableau. This is the presentation that our subconscious gets hit with on a regular, on the on a regular. It's crazy. The drugs, stupid right now. It's just, I don't even understand it. I don't even understand it. People are talking about fentanyl like it's regular. Like, I don't understand this. I don't understand this whole opioid. I know I do understand it, but you know what I mean. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? For all the time I've been in crypto, I should have I should have got my crap together. Yo, these people can go ahead, man. You can't drive, man. It's crazy out here, man. What we doing? What we doing? Yeah, the criminally insane, not an easy population to work with at all. A lot of people, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. Have no idea. You might have a family member that's afflicted, maybe here and there. God bless. But to do this every day, man, nah, man, it does something to you. It does something to you. And I'm not law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? I gotta use my brain to get out of situations more than my body. I literally have to use my brain. Talk people down on stuff. Like, it's no joke. And because of HIPAA, I can't really give, like, I'm never gonna disclose information. Never gonna really, like, I can't do that. Can't do that. But I can tell you some stories that maybe I should do something like that, because crypto's mad boring too. Crypto is super boring right now. Everybody waiting. We already got nothing to talk about but the same thing, and trying to talk about the same thing differently. Who got time for that? Who got time to be talking about the same thing differently? I've been doing that and I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know about in real life content. Like shout out to Return of the FOMO. He does in real life stuff. And go subscribe to his channel too. Like I've been saying, y'all, the guy got it. Go subscribe to the Meta. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to those guys because not necessarily like we don't always share the same views, but the fact that we don't always share the same views is why I listen to them. You know what I'm saying? For years. You know, I don't want yes people or yes man, yes them, yes them. I don't need none of that around me, man. If you don't have your own brain, I don't need an echo chamber. I don't care. Man of a certain age, you know what I'm saying? You can think for yourself and give plausible, logical, thoughtful, analytical, insightful information to go against whatever I have to say. If you can't offer that, then I don't need to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to listen to people who always thinking like me. You know what I'm saying? For what? That's boring. I could talk to myself. Talk to myself, man. You know, this live turned out to be a little bit longer than what I expected. Blossom the Great, what's going on? So yeah, right now I'm on a VI, short for visit. I gotta visit my clients. You know what I'm saying? I'm grinding. I don't do this all the time, but hey, I've been doing this for years, might as well. You know. But when I meet them, I won't be able, that's when the live will conclude. Because again, everything, you know what I'm saying? Confidential information is not transparent and open source. I don't care what you do, even if you try to force me to divulge the facts. Just stand back, freestyle. Meanwhile, everything upside down. People moving around looking like clowns. You know? It's crazy out here, man. It's real crazy. It's not the same. The vibe is not the same, people. It's summertime, right? It's summertime, and people are forcing themselves to enjoy themselves. Like I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. People are forcing themselves to enjoy themselves like they used to 3 years ago. You could tell people are applying an extra amount of effort. They're applying an extra amount of effort to enjoy their life right now over here in New York. Like something that's not natural is because we've been enclosed and caged and told not to go outside and get paid for not being outside, for like so long. So folks are trying to go out and do this and do that, but you can still see it ain't the same, man. So many people are still wearing masks. People are still doing a social distance. People have been traumatized with programmed. After 2 years of solid, hardcore programming, this is what's going on. And the vibe is so off. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. That's why I talk about crypto. To get us the fuck up out of this situation, man. And it's not just here. It's not just here. Get people who are at the bottom up out of this situation. You know? Because it's this ain't it. This ain't it. People are forcing themselves to go to the beach and this outdoor whatever park or whatever, but you could still, it's not the same. It's in the air. You can feel it in the air, really. And it's been in the air for years now. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, the meta was goody. Was goody. Blossom the Great was goody. The meta was goody. More hex. What's the deal? More hex. I like that. I like the way we flip names in crypto. Yo, someone was super creative with this. I like the way we flip names in crypto, man. And just by listening to the name, you could kind of like get an idea of where people are coming from. You know what I mean? Or at least the message they try to convey through their name. You know. But sometimes I want to say things that people are thinking. You know what I mean? But I'm a man of a certain age, and I don't really care about clout. You know what I'm saying? Oh crap! Hold on. Oh crap! Can I go through? Oh F. Oh man, sorry people. I'm driving like a loon out here. This ain't good. This ain't good. Um, yeah, we need content creators too. We need content creators to sort of level up, like more content creator. Like you know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of stuff I'm seeing right now is kind of like it's what it is. Even though I don't know, man. We need content creators to level up too. Whatever you're attached to, whatever you like. If you like gambling, bring your gambling folks over to the cryptos. If you like music, bring your musicians, your artist friends or whatever over to the. You know what I'm saying? You like sports, bring the sports heads over to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no damn the XRP community and God bless Al Sifa, like for real, for real. No shot to him. But I'm not talking about V Chain and all these other crypto. No, 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 no. I'm talking about just other categories of individuals in life. You know what I'm saying? Groups and markets, man, that could come into crypto and benefit, but they ain't gonna benefit now. They could come in and to learn now, but you're not gonna help them benefit now. See, this is the thing. People like chasing tops, though, man. It was easier for me to onboard when it was in the bull market, when we were in a bull market. That's a fact. It was easier to talk about this thing and be like, yo, man, yo, this and that, this and that. It went from this, you know what I'm saying, 0.0005 to 50 cents. You know how much that is? Yo, imagine if you put $1. Oh. And so they throwing their money in. Now everything is low. The time for people to really like take advantage, folks are like, nah, I'm good. Nah, maybe sometime in the future I'll do it. Nah, not right now. And it just doesn't make sense to me, man. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Now's not the time to be onboarding. I'm sorry, I just played myself. Now is the time to be onboard. It's just people don't want to onboard now in the bear market. They don't want to onboard. It's been my experience. They don't want to onboard now. They want to onboard where everything is in a bull market, all the prices are high, where everything bells and whistles, yay! When when you see Bitcoin on T, and yesterday with the Fox Live, the Fox Business, when the guy showed the crypto listing, right, of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, I was like, yo, we have a long way to go. Litecoin, come on, son. Come on, son. Oh no. I was like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it, man. You don't even properly do the research to if you're gonna interview somebody, you're gonna let some haters send you articles about the person. Meanwhile, you've been following the person for a minute because you talked about how you want to see him bring his watches on your interview. Oh, come on, folks. What y'all doing? And then the haters sent him, Charles Payne, a few articles about Richard, and the one he decided to talk about was him being charged as a spam person, spam killer, or whatever cornball crap. Yo, that was so cringe. Oh man, these people have no clue what they're doing, man. Right now, I'm actually driving in a circle right now. I don't know why. I know why, because I can't multitask. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't multitask, man. Yo, it's hard, man. They'll speak about this comment right here. The matter exactly, bro. TP. But this comment right here, wifey. Oh my God. You know how I gotta talk to my man? Let me tell you, man. My wife is the same way, man. She look at me like I'm crazy for years. But then other times she don't. And I get it. I get it. Cause real talk, real people want to see consistent gains, man. Oh, can't. Oh, where am I going? Man, I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. Y'all don't care, but it's all good. I'm late. Oh man, I'm late. I'm late to the party, yo. I'm late. What am I doing? Anyway, so my wife is always like, "Oh, what's up with this? What's going on? What's going on?" And I have to talk to her practically in tongues to like convince her that all is good when all isn't good. I have to be like, but and then just to convince her that all is good with crypto. And I just bear with me. I got this. Trust in the man, right? The provider. Trust. Lean on me, right? Joe Clark game crazy. We got this. But then I'm secretly crying like a motherfucker. Like it's not even, it's not. Y'all, look, man. I gotta help y'all understand something. This is not for the faint of heart. Somebody said that the other day that this crypto is not for the faint of heart. A Johnny come like a new person in the drip community talking about crypto like he's been here since 2017, talk about, oh, it's not for the faint of heart. You don't even know what you're talking about, bruh. You know what I'm saying? No, but I had to tell, listen, I had to talk sweet to my wife because I don't want any problems. I don't want any problems. You know what I'm saying? Let her know, listen, it's all gonna work out. We doing this, we doing it like this, and we doing it like that. And so it's all gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like I had to be and have faith. Because I understand what I'm doing. It's not like I've been wrong this whole time. I understand what I'm doing. She knows that. But it's hard. When you living for yourself and other people, woo! That's why I create my content specifically for people, men specifically who have families, yo. That's what I have. Like, yeah, I'm straight biased. I'm biased. Like, I'm biased. I'm biased that way. Men who have families, man. Like, What are we doing? Can I make a left here? Yes, sir. Woo! I'm crossing these territories right now. Oh man, bumps in the road. You know when you in the it's more than just about liquor stores and churches, right? It's more than just about check cashing, food stamp game. When you see like flat tire joints, flat fix, and like scrap metal, and the places where you could replace your windows. And the roads are always uneven. What's really going on? The roads are always uneven in the places where you get your cars fixed. I don't understand that, man. Look, Cars for Kids, donate today. What are we doing? There's a thing called Cars for Kids. Anyway, so that's why I do my content. I do my content for family guys, man. Guys who have families, guys who, serious people, man. Like we take care of our own ourselves, and we try to provide for people, because single people, they have different outlook, different, you know what I'm saying? Different goals. They want to party. I don't have time to be partying like that. I'm partying to become new money. Hashtag new money. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. Look, we all powerful intrinsically. We all have the power. It's all inside of us. We just gotta, activate it and cultivate it, nourish it, and let it grow. Yeah. But we also live in a capitalist society. So we gotta get this new money and become new money. That's what we gotta do. Embrace how that feels. Embrace it. Use new money. Hurl that word to me as an expletive. I will embrace it. I don't care. Excuse me. The day that somebody says, "Oh man, you just new money," I'll be like, "Yeah, bitch. Excuse my language. Yes, I am. How are you doing today?" Yeah, right, right. I would say something else, but I'm married. I mean, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. You know, RH's weeks in the oh man, weeks turned into a year. We're approaching on a solid year. Next week will be a year since the post chain sacrifice. Next week in the teens, someday in the teens, will be a solid year since the post chain sacrifice. Yo, I'm late. Man, I don't like being late. Anyway, yeah, a year. That's crazy. That's crazy. The post chain sacrifice. A year. Whoa, man, it's been a year. What can we do? A year. I don't know what to say about that anymore, man. It's definitely those of us who, I mean, we trained now. We trained for the delayed gratification narrative. You know what I'm saying? We super trained, right? I'm gonna park. Oh man, that was close. We trained. We are truck. Man, leave me alone. Anyway, yeah, we're trained for the Sorry, folks, because I'm doing all this while I'm doing what I'm doing. Anyway, we're trained by default to wait. After this whole year, would you wait another year like this? If you had to, you had no choice. You would have to. You know what I'm saying? You would have to. You would have to. You would have to. Have no choice. Another year, man. A year came and went. But look, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have to wait another year, it is what it is. This is that. This is like the Shaolin Temple Iron Palm. I'd like for you to try my new Wu Tang style, Monkey Fist. And you're just learning how to be the only pugilist that ever existed. Buddhist heaven, star, palm of divinity fire. Like, that's what we're going through right now, man. That's what we're going through. People are just fighting against who they are. They're fighting themselves. You know what I'm saying? Bored. You know, want to fight other people. Yo, man. And then it's crazy because, like, Meta, you want to launch your project. And it's crazy because these blockchain, you know, Pulse chain is the way, right? It's supposed to be the way, but it's not launched yet. And that can really help because Ethereum is wick whack. Ethereum ain't it. Ethereum isn't it. You know? So I don't know, man. Like, man, what you good people talking about? Give me 100. I think this has to. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, indeed. For real. I hope we shall see. The universe is very kind, man. It's always working, always working, always working. Soon come, my youth. For real. Soon come, for real. Soon come. We've been forced to wait, man. We've been forced to wait. And like this year really passed by kind of quick, even though if you think about this whole thing with, you know, trying to, you know, anticipate the chain launching, it was still long too, right? A year's a year. A year's a year. Next week, I think it's the 16th, for example, because maybe the 16th will be like the full year. That was when the first day sacrifice. I think July 16th, something like that. I think it was that. That's crazy. We're in July. What's today? What's today? I don't even know what today is, man. I know it's Thursday. The 7th? Lucky 7. 7 7. I don't know what that even supposed to denote. Or in some circles, it's not. It's very different. Um, Earthly. Very earthly. Earthly connotations, implications. Uh, a year, man. And crypto's super boring, man. Look, Hex is great, but Hex, you stake it and that's it. You can't do nothing with it anymore after that. You staked it, that's it. Nothing more to talk about. So that's that with that. And uh, you know, people like to do other things to keep themselves busy. People like to do things to keep themselves busy too. That's why you have different contracts. You know, remember when the whole gambling thing happened in 2018 with Tron and smart contracts and gambling and doing this, keep people busy, keep their keep themselves active and interactive with these things. But it's not like that with some of these things. But then when folks try to come out with things like Maximus, they get frowned upon. Hedron got shaded on. What else? What else? What else? Octamint getting no love from the community. A bunch of stuff, man. A bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff coming out. Bunch of stuff coming out. People just like dumping, but things like Pulse Doge and all kinds of stuff going on, right? All kinds of stuff going on. Keep people in the mix or busy. And even freepulse.io, where folks have been, kind of like I don't know, going there to mint free Pulse, test Pulse, so they could use on the test net. And folks have been using the test net to keep themselves occupied, but then it gets old kind of quick too, because you're like, oh, okay, let somebody else use it. Let some more people use it. More people, more people, more people, more people. Build a real network. Like, I don't know, not a build a new network. Like, it's about the onboard, get people involved. Get people involved. You know, the hear me nodding. I don't have to hear me. Bugatti, nah. Look. I got 5 more minutes right before I have to bounce because I'm already late, so might as well just embrace the lateness. Um, five. Check this out. What's another 3 years? What's another 3 years to wait? What's another 3 years? 3 years for you to become a multi-millionaire. And I say 3 years, and I'm being like super, like, I think it's gonna look, if this thing launches when it's supposed, let me just be quiet. But this is what I do sometimes, man. I go through it. You know what I'm saying? I go through it. If this thing launches at any point this year, whenever it launches, because it's not gonna launch in no 2020. I don't want to believe that. I'm not owning that. I'm putting this out there in the universe right now. This thing is gonna launch in 2022. Period, man. We put our work in, we put our sweat, non-expectation of profit from the work of others, equity in. You know what I'm saying? We have dreams, we have goals, and we deserve it, damn it. It's coming out this year, right? I'm putting that out there. You got to claim it. Sometimes you got to say things. If you want it, you have to just more than believe. You have to know to attract it closer to you, so you become that much more real. Visualize it. Envision you opening up your whatever you use, computer, and you interact with that Pulse, baby. You like, ding, 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 ding. Oh. Envision that whole bull market, feel that euphoric wave of exhilaration and joy. Embrace that. Claim it every day so that you can see those gains, those thousands of X gains that we've been in this too long. We've been in it too long not to experience, not to know what come on. The first year, I remember when Hex came out, the first year. My goodness, man. Oh my goodness. See, I'm super late. Let me call him back. Let me call him back because this is what I do. I'm gonna call this person back. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's embarrassing. Anyway, that's why I didn't put him on speaker. Anyway, envision, embrace it. Like, what was I saying? The guy just threw me off. Yeah, Pulse. Like, that's it. 2 to 3 years, 1 to 3 years, and I'm being generous by saying 3. I think it's gonna happen sooner. The first year of Hex, I remember seeing ads that the thing made 350 plus X. The first year. What are we doing here? Guys, I gotta go. But it multiplied. No. Before 350X, first year in Hex, before the whole 10,000X craze. Like 352, something like that. I remember seeing that somewhere. 352X first year. 352 times anything you do. 352 times your value. Beautiful situation. Whatever you sacrifice, beautiful situation. Multiply that. That's just the first year. So imagine you double, you triple that time, or do whatever it is. You sit and let that thing multiply for you and give you more while you just chill and live life. There's gonna be a time, man. We're gonna be real new money. Look, y'all, I'm out. subscribe to the channel, like, share the stream, do what you do, enjoy yourself, enjoy your life and your day too. You know what I'm saying? I'm very happy and ecstatic for everybody who came to my live today. This went much longer than what I thought, and we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving, keep the momentum of positive energy going. Ultimately, fight that negative, whatever discouragement with that positive mental energy and attitude, because that's what we have. That's what we have available to us, man. We surrounded by all kinds of whatever craziness. It don't matter. We're gonna take care of ourselves and attract that new monetary energy to our life. Hashtag new money. That's what's up. All right, later, folks.